Okay, today we're looking at Born Under a Bad Sign by Albert King, and it's in the key of C sharp minor. If you just want to jam along to play solos, it would be on your pentatonic on the 9th fret. Okay, but just to get a feel for the whole song, I'm going to play the whole thing for you, and then we're going to later talk about how to break it down and how to understand the groove. Okay, check this out. Okay, this is definitely one of the sickest grooves I've ever come across. Albert King's Born Under a Bad Sign. It's got the single note feel. It's definitely funk, and yet it's kind of a intermediate level lesson. If you're just coming in, especially if you find yourself and you're playing, doing a lot of just open jangly chords, and then going straight to guitar solos, and you wish you had something kind of in between that could let you play some funky grooves, but not have to go totally into solos or not totally into chords. This groove is just awesome, and it's just infectious. If you catch the bug, it is just like contagious. Like, you won't be able to stop playing this groove if you can get in it. And the only thing I can explain it, it's like being a train on a railroad track, and the train is just going. You know, this groove, once the train gets going, you're gonna find you just can't stop your body from shaking and moving. Check it out and put some drums on. This is at 89 BPMs. Okay. Very simple. That's the majority of the groove. Okay, I'm going to break it down and explain it. By the way, before I do that, let me just tell you that if you scroll down in the information in the description part of this video, I'm going to embed in there the the backing track URL that I used for this video, the actual song by Albert King, which is great to have. I'd get the whole album if you can go BitTorrent that, or however you get music. And also, I'm going to embed in there the tabs. So you're going to have tabs, you're going to have the backing track, you're going to have the actual track URL, and then you got me explaining it to you. So hopefully, if you want to learn this, you'll get it. Okay. So this is the sequence. Now, there's three things in this song. There's that, okay, that's like the riff. And then in the verses, he does like an abbreviation. He does like a... I'll explain that in a second. And then he does like a... I'll explain that as well. But those are the three sections, just so you can figure it out. Now, before we get started, if you just want to jam to this song and you download the backing track or the actual song, you just want to jam, for your information, we're on the 9th fret in the pentatonic scale, which is C sharp minor. Okay, so go ahead and just go to town with that if you want to. But when you're done with that jamming, go ahead and come back, and if you want to learn the groove, this is the basic groove. And what I encourage you to do is, if this song is at first is a little overwhelming, just play the groove. Just play the basic groove. It's just 2 parts. And then, alright, let me break it down. We're going to start on the 2nd fret 6th string and go to the 4th fret 6th string, and then go into the 5th fret 2nd string, into the 4th fret 5th string. So it's okay. And then let me just adjust my camera here. Okay. So then we're going to go. I'm going to start from the top. It's the 6th string 2nd fret to the 6th string 4th fret, and then the 5th string 2nd fret to the 5th string 4th fret, and then the 4th string 2nd fret to the 5th string 4th fret. That's the first half. Pretty straightforward, just easy C sharp minor pentatonic. And the second half goes, again starts on the 2nd fret 6th string, and then to the 6th string 4th fret, to the 5th string 2nd fret. That's an open E. Very deceptive. That usually tricks a lot of people. And then it ends on the 5th string 4th fret. So it goes. Okay. Very easy notes. Most people get screwed up just on the timing. It uses a backbeat, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you this lesson, to challenge you to start using the backbeat. Play you with the drums. And good. So I'm going to move on. If you don't have that, then just do that over and over. Just loop this video over and over. Okay. Let's move on. Let's go to. Okay. Now that's an abbreviation of the actual riff. It was just. It's just, watch me in the camera. 6th string on the 2nd and 4th fret to the 5th string 2nd fret. that note, on the 5th string 2nd fret, to the 5th string 4th fret. That's it. And you just do that. Notice the rhythm. In the verse, he does that 4 times. That's it. That's all he ever does it. And then he goes into... In the lyrics, he starts saying, born under a bad sign. It's like, born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. Now, that's the cue when he says, I've been down since I began to crawl. On the word crawl, he goes into that turnaround, okay? Where it starts with the open E on the and beats. It's oompa oompa Try to get that. Try to get that. Open E, F, F sharp, or maybe it was 2. Here it goes. That's how it goes. So he lands on the G sharp. If you want to stab a couple of G's or G7s, that's fine. I'm sorry, G sharp 7s. So he goes to G sharp, F sharp 7. That's just a 6th string 2nd fret to 6th string 4th fret, open E, and then land that C sharp on the 5th string 4th fret. Back to riff. Okay, I'm going to show you with the drums, and then that'll pretty much conclude our lesson. Okay. Let me just show you with these drums. I'm moving here at 89 BPMs, which is most of the song. From the top. Into repeating that little riff there. It's pretty basic. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. If you are struggling with this, keep listening to the song. Keep trying to get it. This band, Albert King's band, I can just tell. I've been listening to them lately after work and stuff. I'll jump in the bathtub or put on some Albert King, and I'll just light some candles and I'll just listen. And you can tell that these guys, that they played just live all the time. You could tell that they were a working band. Like, they played 5-6 nights a week in these sweaty blues clubs down in Texas. And they would do, like, this song, Born Under a Bad Sign, there was probably a 20-minute groove, 30-minute groove. Like, they were just all there dripping with sweat, and they were just like, come on in the club and go ahead and get down. They weren't giving you like the 3.5-minute little, commercial, which is kind of what I feel like with the Cream version. It's a very like dummied down, very polite. I feel like Albert King's version is like rude in a good way, You can tell that the band just labored into that beat, and they just were like a train, and they could just never stop all night long, And really, if you want to be able to play this groove with this level of authority, you've got to put your metronome or your beat machine or whatever, and you just got to tap your foot or stand up and shake your hips while you're playing, and just play this groove. Play it, for an hour straight, 2 hours straight, and see after 2 hours how much radically different the feel of the way you play it is from when you first started. And then you can start to a little bit tap into the power that Albert King had, because this type of music, it just moves you because the people are at one with the groove. So see if you can try to understand what I'm talking about, and hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks.